Memorial Stadium, home of Big League Baseball in Baltimore. Memorial Stadium, where the stars of the Orioles pit their skills against the best in the American League. You'll come to your feet as Jim Gentile slides home with a winning run. Thrill to the effortless ease of Brooks Robinson fielding a bunt. Cheer for a close play at second. Or a sensational unassisted putout at first. Root for Brooks to make that clutch hit. A ticket is your admission through the gates of Memorial Stadium into the world of Big League Baseball and all of the action and thrills it represents. But the players must come in through another door. Their admission is in terms of strength and skill and potential. And that door is a long way from Baltimore. The Oriole entrance to Major League Baseball is by way of the Oriole Minor League Training Camp in Thomasville, Georgia. Each March, hundreds of players come here to try out. Many have come a long way along the baseball road already. Many others have little or no experience in organized baseball. But all have a single purpose: to make the grade on a club in the Oriole chain and begin the battle to Memorial Stadium and the major leagues. Nellie Cochran, with his eye on a third baseman's job, has already learned one of the rules of organized baseball: travel light and be ready to move. And he's about to find out that the Orioles treat their players like big leaguers right from the beginning. Nellie finds second baseman Bill Opplinger already installed in their comfortable quarters at the Veterans Domiciliary, and their common interest and goal help them get acquainted quickly. First things first, and up goes the picture of the girl back home. But baseball is the thing here. Nellie and Bill will be living it and breathing it and learning it and talking about it during the day, and yes, dreaming baseball at night. A Thomasville rookie's first assignment is to appear at the dispensary, where a well-equipped, competent staff makes absolutely certain he's in good physical condition before he reports to the diamond. The uniform is next on the list. The Oriole organization takes the players' measurements in advance, and the days of the rookies in baggy pants with their caps down over their ears are gone forever. Wait a minute, son. Don't be in a hurry. There's plenty of time to get out on the field. With hundreds of hungry kids putting in a full day outdoors in the sun, the Thomasville Training Camp Dining Hall would fight a losing battle without a kitchen staff that would do justice to a big hotel. The food is great, and the players have the know-how. A well-conditioned athlete has to eat well, and the Oriole management makes sure that he does. Many of these would-be major leaguers will not make the grade, but they're getting every opportunity, including the kind of nourishment and atmosphere necessary to help them do their best. With so many players in camp, morning roll call is a must, and they sound off as Assistant Farm Director Mike Seymour calls their names and gives them their day's assignment. Nellie Cochran answers to his name and is assigned to Hitchcock Field for infield drill. A few laps around the field helps get the blood moving on a nippy March morning. Calisthenics followed by a little limbering up work on the legs, and everybody is ready for action. Success on the base paths is measured in split seconds and fractions of inches. Billy Hunter works with the base runners in the sliding pit, teaching them to slide hard to break up the double play while catching the corner of the bag with the other foot. These youngsters are learning how much sweat and hard work goes into the effortless execution they see in Major League ball. Iron Mike steps to the mound and fires one as batting coach Barney Lutz looks on. Barney spots a couple of flaws in the youngster's stance and swing. Patient coaching pays off as the young Oriole hammers one right on the nose. Not far away, Larry Haney, a catching hopeful, is shagging pop fouls under the eye of Vern Hoshite. Vern tells Haney to hold his glove high against his chest so that if he muffs it, he has a chance to trap the ball before it hits the ground. An air-powered bazooka produces sky-high rainmakers as fast as Haney can handle them. At Thomasville, every modern aid is brought to bear in the drive to produce major leaguers for the Orioles. Billy Hunter drills the infielders in the double play. Hunter points out that Nellie Cochran's throw was off because he threw too soon, and Nellie tries again. That's better. Now Opplinger works on setting up a double play. Hunter steps in and shows him how to flip the ball high so that the shortstop can get his throw away faster. None of the infielders escapes the experienced eye of Billy Hunter. The rule states that you must touch second base, and Hunter shows him what he's doing wrong. Let's try it again. Good. And they'll do it again and again and again until the right moves are automatic. Nothing else will do in the big time. On to McDaniel Field, another of Thomasville's well-manicured diamonds. Here the pitchers are finding out from former American League star Ray Scarborough that there's more to it than the high hard one and the sharp breaking curve. They perfect their moves to second base for the pickoff. You're out. Coach Earl Weaver swings the ever-present fungo bat. And Barney Lutz drills the outfielders on throwing. Everywhere you look at this University of Baseball, young athletes are sweating and striving and polishing fundamentals that many thought they had mastered before they came. The ones who realize they are just beginning to learn are the ones most likely to make the majors. Intra-squad games liven the routine of practicing basic techniques and give the Thomasville coaching staff a chance to judge and compare. Interested spectators are Oriole scout Walter Youse, Heath Barnadoe, Harry Dalton, Ed McDaniel, and Thomasville's mayor Roy Lilly. In the evenings after a long day on the diamond, the rookies occupy themselves with letters home, television, and games in the relaxing atmosphere of their own recreation room. Watch out, those left-handed dart throwers are inclined to be wild. The Thomasville camp's non-sectarian chapel is well attended by the ball players on Sunday mornings. The young athletes are encouraged to maintain their religious observances while they're far from home. Churches of all faiths in Thomasville also note many new faces from the Oriole camp during the month of March. The moment of truth at Thomasville comes when Farm Director Harry Dalton and his staff make the assignments that will send players to the Oriole minor league clubs, Elmira, Aberdeen, Stockton, Appleton, and Bluefield. Each player is evaluated by the members of the staff as the Orioles attempt to skim the cream from their crop. Meanwhile, more advanced players are getting into shape in Florida with the Rochester Red Wings, the Orioles' AAA affiliate. But the main goal of every man in the organization is to train with the American League Orioles in Miami, Florida, America's playground of the winter season. Here, the Orioles have found another land of pleasant living in which to get in shape for the regular season battles to come. Headquarters for Oriole players and staff is the gracious McAllister Hotel. While Miami Stadium provides big league atmosphere for the Orioles' spring training sessions and is their home park in the Grapefruit Circuit. Winter fat dissolves as Oriole regulars and rookies run, and run some more during their twice daily training sessions in the month of March. Oriole manager Billy Hitchcock outlines plans for the day's drill with his coaching staff, and he'll take personal charge of the hitters. Brooks Robinson takes his turn while Billy perches behind the cage to advise. Let's listen.
Swinging.
That's the way to hit that ball, Brooks. Good hand.
Hey, don't let him do it, Joe.
See, take a shot to right field now. Man on first base. Just take a shot out there, Brooks. That's the boy.
That's it, Robbie.
Hey, look around there.
Harry Burkeen works with the pitchers in the bullpen. The Cat, who picked up his nickname when he was winning the big ones for the St. Louis Cardinals, has been with the Orioles since they came to Baltimore in 1954. Here's Harry as he works with two youngsters, Dave McNally and John Miller.
David, let's get now out there on the, let's come set out on the end on your now.
On the regular windup?
Yeah, on your regular windup, yes, And another thing, David, hiding the ball a little better. You're not getting the ball quite deep enough in your glove. Be sure and get it up in there real well. Now, let's try another one of those. That's very good. John, how you coming to your slip pitch?
Pretty good.
Let's try a couple of them, see how it's going to work out now. Maybe you better put your fingers down a little bit on the end, John. I think you're up a little too much on that one. Yeah, that's a lot better. You're putting your pressure, is your pressure here and here now. But get this down a little bit, John, on there to help guide the ball. Now, try that once. Let's see how it works. That's very good. Stay back a little bit with your body, though, and let your arm lead a little more, John. I think it'll help you a lot more. Yeah, that's very good, John.
The Orioles always have a heavy roster of rookies in Miami, and club president general manager Lee McPhail confers with Billy Hitchcock regarding their progress. Cal Irmer makes his infielders work just as hard as those kids at Thomasville. This double play combination looks pretty slick, but there's always room for improvement. How's this for teamwork? Beautiful. With Coach George Staller hitting, the slow-motion camera captures the grace and rhythm of a major league double play combination in action. Fielding drill is not a pitcher's idea of fun, but they all know that the right reflexes could mean a ball game. Here's a standard spring training drill as all the pitchers practice covering first base. This is Darrell Knowles, a young left-hander. And now Wes Stock takes his turn. With 162 grueling games ahead, there's no loafing in Miami. Except when the day's work is done, that is. Married players who bring their families take advantage of the pleasant living in Miami as they live and play together. Jerry Adair keeps his tot swinging, and Russ Snyder sends little Pam front and center to the camera. Miami offers many ways of relaxation. Oriole field coordinator George Selkirk shows he can hit a golf ball as well as he used to hit the horsehide for the Yankees. The pace quickens as exhibition play begins. Detroit comes into Miami, and Frank Larry is on the mound. But the Orioles look in mid-season form as Dave Nicholson belts the ball over the wall to score Jim Gentile. Gus Triandis builds more trouble for Larry with a hot smash past the third baseman. Earl Robinson prances home, and Jim Gentile beats the peg to make it 2 more for Baltimore. As Larry pitches, watch the powerful swing of young John Powell in slow motion. Powell drives in Jerry Adair, and the Orioles have styled Mr. Larry for today. But baseball under the palms is practice, and nobody knows it better than Billy Heft as he finds himself facing the New York Yankees in Yankee Stadium on opening day. Moose Skowron gets a hold of one and sends it deep into center field, where Jackie Brandt makes a mighty leap, but it's off the wall, and the Yankee star hustles in with his first home run of the year. On the mound for New York, the great Whitey Ford, but Jerry Adair shows him no respect at all with a towering shot that sends Mickey Mantle scampering all the way to the monument in deepest center. It's a double for Adair and a run for Baltimore as Triandis scores. Watch a beautiful bit of Oriole infield work as 2 Yankees are cut down on a first to second to first double play. Whitey Ford faces Jackie Brandt, who promptly touches him for a base hit, sending home Jim Gentile. Jim seems to be getting in as much running as he did in spring training. Ford finds another tough man in Johnny Temple. Johnny strokes the ball, and Whitey throws up his hands in disgust. He knows where that one's going, as Temple caps Baltimore's opening day heroics with a home run. Back in Baltimore, the whole city eagerly awaits the home opener. Big league sports find a warm welcome here, and the return of Major League Baseball in 1954 made Baltimore one of the sports capitals of the nation. While the fans anticipate, the Oriole front office prepares. Ground crews are kept busy manicuring the outfield grass, laying out the lines, and currying the infield for the big day when baseball returns for another season. Nothing will do but the best. The greatest players in the world will play here, and the Oriole organization strives to provide them with the best playing surface possible. Baltimore fans will thrill to the exploits of American League stars, Rocky Colavito of the Detroit Tigers, Pedro Ramos, Willie Kirkland, and Barry Latman of the Cleveland Indians. Their own John Powell, strong swinging outfielder. Camilio Carrion, Chicago White Sox catcher, who makes cat-like plays like this one his specialty. Classy fielding, power-hitting Brooks Robinson, Oriole third baseman. The Detroit Tigers star outfielder, Al Kaline. Outfielder Carl Yastrzemski. and infielder Frank Malzone of the Boston Red Sox. The Oriole who ignites the big bombs in the clutch, first baseman Jim Gentile. Let's slow up our camera at this point to show the beauty of the Gentile home run swing. Gentile connects, and it's out of here. Another home run for the Baltimore Orioles. Number one in the New York Yankees' great homer hammering duo, Mickey Mantle, whose sensational fielding leaves nothing to be desired. And number two in the Yankee 1-2 punch, Roger Maris. His trademark, the home run, with more in a single season, 61, than anyone before in the history of Major League Baseball. Opening day arrives at last in the city on the Chesapeake, and it's mighty pleasant for the Baltimoreans who flock to Memorial Stadium to watch their heroes take on the Boston Red Sox. The early spring weather fails to cool their enthusiasm. They've been following the Orioles in newspapers, on radio and television since spring training in Miami. And now, they're home. For the men who earned the right to enter through the players' entrance, this is a big day, too. Spectators join with the players to stand for the national anthem. Baltimore's Mayor J. Harold Grady pegs the first ball to Gus Trianis. And this was a big day for yours truly as we opened the season at home. In the stands for the opening day is President General Manager Lee MacPhail and the Orioles Board of Directors. Treasurer Zanvil Krieger, Secretary Robert Gill, along with Chairman of the Board Joseph A.W. Eigelhart, have as their special guest American League President Joe Cronin. It looks as if we're ready to play ball, and lanky Gene Conley is the Boston pitcher. John Powell, playing his first game in Memorial Stadium, touches Conley for a single. We look over the umpire's shoulder as Chuck Estrada delivers. The batter hits one toward the hole, but a nice pickup and throw, and the batter is retired. Chuck Estrada has gotten rid of two this inning and makes Carroll Hardy pop up. Brooks Robinson circles under for the catch to retire the Red Sox. Now it's Baltimore's turn. Earl Robinson leans in. The steal is on. A beauty. Later, Brooks Robinson waves a menacing bat, and the fans get ready for the fireworks. Connolly delivers, Robinson swings, and there it goes, into the left field bleachers. Pandemonium greets the Oriole third baseman as he jogs around the bases and is congratulated by his mates for the first Oriole home run of the season in Memorial Stadium. This is what the people of Baltimore come to see. This is baseball at its best, the result of years of effort by everyone in the Oriole organization, from president to parking attendant. This is Major League Baseball, and these are the players and the plays that make it our national pastime. Robin Roberts foiling a sacrifice by cutting down the runner at second on a lightning-fast pickup and throw. Jackie Brandt blasting a two-base hit just when it counts the most. Brooks Robinson racing all the way from his third base position to field a pop-up near home plate. A double play adagio, with Jim Gentile providing the big stretch that gets two. Russ Snyder recovering in time to make a difficult catch. Heavy-hitting Chicago outfielder Jim Landis going down swinging on a Chuck Estrada fastball. Russ Snyder thundering down to second on a steal and sliding under the tag. A sharp single between second and third by Jerry Adair, sending John Powell II as the Birds threaten. A perfect bunt that paralyzes the opposition. Whitey Herzog hammering a hot double to drive in a run. This is Baltimore Oriole baseball. Baseball at its best. This has been a National Beer Sports presentation.